At the start, for me, I had a few clients who work one-to-one. They recommended Fairytales, and then my partner looked into like the Ofsted reports and stuff like that. So it was a good nursery, and when we got there, came around, we were like, everyone was just friendly. All the staff was friendly, and it felt a lot homely as well. So that was one of the biggest things for us, especially on the stay and play. When came in, it was the one daughter that started Amelia. She really enjoyed it, and then from there we had second daughter that went there. So all in all, I would recommend it to anyone. I came in on one of the days doing a cooking day. We made cookies with some of the kids. I'm a chef, that's one of my backgrounds, so I came in, done a little recipe for the kids, but tried to make it with no allergies, so anything like that, so everyone could go home and have fun. So make it, they'll come in, instead of me doing all the work, they're getting their hands getting dirty, because you know kids like to play with their hands and like getting it, because it's just things that I would do at home with the girls, even though they felt left out on the day. I just made it so everyone had fun, but it was a good cooking experience for the kids, and just getting involved to see what my child or my kids are doing day to day in the nursery, to see how they're learning as well. So for me, it was a good experience. I know it was for them, but I did it for me more than anything. I tell you, one of the best things that I personally find at the nursery is the feedback. You come in and you see everything's there, but when you're getting, Dad, this is what they did, you can go through their folder work, you can see how they're learning, you can speak to their key worker to see how they're progressing and stuff that you can work with at home to improve their learning. So the feedback that you get day to day, I think, is one of the most important things, because now the older ones moving on to preschool, going into high, what I find is 2 weeks that they've done, I find it strange that we don't get feedback. So I have to rely on my little girl to give me feedback to see how her day is. So that's for me one of the biggest things that you've got. I don't think a lot of people do it, but that's something you should definitely keep. Like, give the feedbacks in as much details as you can. Staff-wise, all the staff are friendly. Like, if I had to pick one, I can't, because everyone gives that good energy. They're never too busy to have a little talk with you and give a little insight or information about your own child. That's what I find. And if something happened, if I go to whichever staff member or if I go to management, they always point in the right direction and try to resolve the issue as quick as possible. So for me, Fairytales is a really good nursery. I enjoyed the time that the kids were here, and I've got 2 in there, so you know, you ain't gonna take two of your children, put them somewhere in a learning environment that you're not happy with, and I'm very happy with what they've achieved so far. Go for it, give it a try. You can't, if you don't want to take my word for it, go down, have a look, have a chat with the staff. The staff are not gonna lie to you. They're gonna tell you the best thing for you and your child. So if you go there, see what it's like, read the reviews online. That in itself will tell you. The testimonial I'm giving, we're all normal people, and the staff make you feel as part of that team, because it takes a community to raise a child. And when you're going to work, you want to know your children are safe. And whenever I phone up to make sure the girls are okay, they're always okay, especially when you walk off and you hear them crying and you phone up to wondering if they're okay. The staff will always make sure they give you feedback, or they'll give you a ring and make sure, Dad, you don't have to worry, she's okay now. The stuff like that, the little things that really matters. So Fairytales is a good place to go, definitely.